Hi everyone, it's Kanye, and welcome to my very first Ultimate Iron Man video. I've wanted to make a series of videos for a while now, but never got around to it for a number of reasons, including time, not knowing proper video recording settings, and lack of hard drive space. However, I decided it's better late than never to get started. I'd like to begin this series by going over a brief overview of my account, including progress so far, such as stats and gear, as well as future goals for the account. So here's my stats to start with. As you can see, I'm quite a good ways into the account, and I'm currently in the middle of the wintertodt grind. I decided to do it later on in the account since the supplies from it would be much better with a higher total level. Plus, I didn't really want to grind 99 at the start because I would likely get burnt out. No pun intended there. So I also got the Tome of Fire from wintertodt too, which could be useful. I'm not sure if I'm going to drop it yet or not, but I'll decide later. I don't really need the inventory space that badly right now. So as you can see, I'm currently in my POH. So while I'm here, I'd like to show you some cool features that I've unlocked so far, as well as the most useful things I have stored in my costume room. Let's start with the achievement gallery over here, since it's a really useful in-game room. I have the occult altar, in which you can switch to any spellbook in the game. The fancy jewelry box, which has all these teleports here. It's very useful for Ultimate Iron Man, since making this jewelry would be quite annoying. A mountain mythical cape for teleports to the Mist Guild, an adventurer log, which has a collection log, slayer log, boss log, and champions log in it. And lastly, a jar display case, in which I have the Kraken and Zulrah jars, which, not gonna lie, I got pretty lucky to get these way under the drop rate on them. So next I have the workshop. There's mainly two useful things in here. One is the tool storage, because you can just come in here whenever and just get whatever tool you need on the fly. And then there's also the armor repair stand, which is used to repair Barrow's armor. Over here I have some portal rooms. Here's the portals that I have so far. I have like 8 more portals in the portal nexus. I have the mid-tier portal nexus right now. Once I get the highest one, I'll just get rid of these portals and put them in here. But for now I can only have 8, and these are the ones I have. I also have a mounted dig site pendant in here, which acts as unlimited. I almost teleported accidentally. Holy crap! This acts as, just a dig site pendant with unlimited charges. And you also can put a mounted Zarek's talisman in here, but you need 5,000 fangs for that. And I currently only have about 1,800. This room over here is basically only used for the mounted glory. Once I get the highest tier jewelry box in my achievement gallery, I can just get rid of this room. So in the garden over here, I have a spirit tree, fairy ring, fancy rejuvenation pool, and a menagerie. The fancy rejuvenation pool restores all your stats except for your health. I technically have the construction level to make the ornate rejuvenation pool. I could boost for it, but I would also need anti-venoms, which require 87 herb lore, and the only way to get them is by making them. There's no monster drop for those. So yeah, fairy ring, spirit tree, obviously, pretty useful transportation methods. So in my menagerie, I currently have a pet rock and a wily hellcat. Hopefully that changes soon, though. Yet to get any pets in this account. My normie account has pretty good pet luck. Hopefully that transfers over here. The kitchen over here is basically just used for making tea, which boosts your construction level. The lectern is useful for making house tablets. Very niche use. I don't have to do it too often. It's just when you need to do something that you're not on the normal spell book, you need house tablets, because you can't just teleport to your house. Until you get 99 construction, which hopefully will happen soon, but I need a bit more money for that. Over here we have a gilded altar. So this gives increased XP rates for bones. I pretty much only use unnoted bones here that I just get on the fly. Because otherwise I would just use noted bones and the chaos altar, because there's actually a method for that to get really good XP rates and only risk 1 inventory of bones at a time. And lastly, over here we have the costume room, which is probably the most important room for UIM. Let's start with looking at the treasure chest here. Let's go here to beginner. As you can see, I don't have too many beginner rewards, and I really don't have too many easy rewards either. Pretty much just cosmetic things. Holy Blessing's pretty good, but pretty much everything else is cosmetic. Actually, with a change from a few months ago, Ultimate Iron Man can now store individual items, but only retrieve an entire set. So once you put something away, you may not be able to take it out for a while, so you have to plan carefully around this. Like, for instance, like I actually have the studded leather gold set. I can actually take it out. But this regular leather armor gold, I just have the body, so I can't take it out. So looking at the mediums, again, mostly Fashionscape, but I do have both Ranger boots and spiked manacles, which I was very lucky to get. I actually got the Ranger boots in my very first medium clue. So continuing on, let's look at the hards. Mostly Fashionscape again. However, I do have God D-hide boots, a bunch of them, and a Robin Hood hat, which is, I think, the second best hat in the game next to the Armor Helm for range. However, I'd like to note that I'm only technically a single piece away from being able to have full Zami D-hide and store it and take it out freely. Unfortunately, so the top and bottom are very useful, so I keep them in my looting bag, because unfortunately I'm going to be able to take them out if I deposit them, because I don't have the coif. I'm a little salty because I technically would have had the full set, but prior to the update being announced, I out the Zami coif, since it wouldn't be worth carrying with me when using Zami D-hide. I'll show you in the collection log over here. Let's see, clues, hard treasure trails. Yeah, as you can see here, I've received 1 times Zami coifs. So, and in fact, I've received a lot of Zami items. It's kind of weird. It's kind of crazy. So maybe that's a sign I'll be lucky at Zami God Wars Dungeon as well, because I'll probably be going there in the near future. We'll see. So let's go back over here to the treasure room and check out the rest of this. I mean, the costume room, and check out the rest of the treasure trail rewards. For the elites, I think I was 17 clues, and I don't have a single unique item. Can't really complain, though. I have pretty good luck overall. And for Master Tier, we have the Jungle Demon Mask and 2 pieces of the Samurai outfit, which we cannot withdraw because we don't have the full set. But if we were to get this full set, that'd be pretty sick Fashionscape. Over here, we have the fancy dress box. This is just random event stuff. I got a lot of it, but I don't have any Beekeeper outfit pieces yet. I have yet to receive that random event since the new update came out, allowing you to get that outfit. The toy box is just stuff you get from Diango. It's holiday items and toys, stuff like that. All Fashionscape. So let's check out the armor case. So I'm going to quickly scroll through these and point out some of the important ones. Lumberjack for woodcutting, Fighter Torso, Slayer, Melee PVM, and stuff like that. Prospector Kit for mining, Rogue Armor for thieving, Shazing Armor for shamans, Snakeskin Armor for Venezuelan cosplay, Proselyte Armor for prayer bonus, and recently I even obtained full Elite Void. It's going to be very useful for raids in the future. I plan on doing a lot of Chambers of Xeric and even some Theater of Blood. Theater of Blood's going to be rough, though, because you can't actually store your items in an item retrieval service because it's a dangerous death if you wipe. You'd lose everything. Whereas Chambers of Xeric, if you die, you don't lose any items. So you can store everything you don't need in item retrieval services. Alright, let's take a look at the Magic Wardrobe. The only really useful things in here are my full Graceful, and I guess Pyro is pretty useful. I recently got that 92 fire making. And then lastly in here, let's look at the cape rack. So as you can see, I'm currently wearing my fire cape. Have the gauntlet cape, which you get for doing 1 corrupted gauntlet KC or more. The Mage Arena capes. Mythical cape from Dragon Slayer 2. The Quest Point cape, which I recently got. I'm very proud of that. And just the Wilderness cape and a Spottier cape. Nothing special there. So now that I've done all that, I would like to go over the items I currently have in my inventory and looting bag. Obviously, since I have a quest cape, I have Barrow's gloves on. Currently wearing the Ultimate Iron Man armor that you get just for making an Ultimate Iron Man. You just claim it back from a guy in Lumbridge. I have a Mystic Dust Staff. This is useful for teleporting to your house, because with this equipped, all you need is a Law Rune, and you can go to your house. Tome of Fire, like I mentioned earlier. Amulet of Fury. Ring of Suffering I had to make for Zulrah, and it's also useful for a lot of other situations. I have a Dragon Axe and a Berserker Ring from Dagonoth Rex. A seed box, which is currently holding all of these seeds right here. These are just the most common seeds I get from like Slayer, or just other kind of drops, maybe like seed packs from like farming contracts. Any other seeds I pretty much just plant as I go, like, because I don't really have looting backspace for them, so I just plant them immediately and farm the herbs whenever. I have a Master Scroll Book, which stores all these teleports, which I'm probably going to get rid of soon because most of them aren't that useful. It's more of just a little bit of a convenience. I might replace this slot with my Tome of Fire. Rune Pouch to hold 3 different types of runes, which I have these because Law Runes for teleporting, Nature Runes for alching, and Chaos Runes for charging my Trident. And I just happen to have a bunch of them from like Zulrah and Barrows. There's no point of selling them if I'm going to use them eventually. And I have the space for it, so yeah. And like I said, Zulrah, I actually completed Zulrah. Well, at least the tradable items. I have a Blowpipe, a Trident of the Swamp, and in my looting bag, I have the Serp Helm. So yeah, everything else is a stack of sharks, some Renars. The Renars are from wintertodt. These Teaks are from wintertodt too. I'm mostly using up my supplies as I go. The Kalkwats are from Zulrah. I'm just going to use these up as I go. And then coins. This is pretty much my entire cash deck right now. I have like a little bit of Nightmare Zone, like maybe like 50k. That's about it. So, lastly, let's check out the looting bag. I have these pieces of Barrows gear. The Arms Top and Arms Robe Skirt are so amazing to have. Like, that's really good magic gear. The Varix Plate Skirt is the best leg item for melee, pretty much. It's good defense and like +4 prayer bonus. And the Guthan's Chain Skirt and Varix Brassard I'm only keeping because you need a full set of Barrows for the Mauritania Elite Diary. And it would suck if, I do Barrows and I get like 3 Varix pieces after I just got rid of this one. And now I can't do the diary. Ideally, I'd get like Darox or Guthan's. That would be something that's good to keep. Or full arms would be pretty good to store too. I just have to hold on to the hood and the staff because they're useless, but you could put the top and bottom away. That'd be pretty nice. And then if you ever make an Ultimate Iron Man, you'll quickly realize that a lot of space goes in the herb lore. So as you can see, I got all these herbs here. They're pretty high-level herbs that I just keep there. The lower-level ones, like Renars or Irits or Aventos, whenever I get them, like I just farm them with the seeds, and then I make them into potions immediately. I recently made a bunch of super energies. I really need to do a lot of agility to get some more staminas. I just can't be bothered right now because it's about 360 marks of grace that I would need to make these all into staminas. Yeah, here's the rest of my potions. Ancient Staff for Burst and Barrage Slayer tasks. Leftover Dragon Bones from Zulrah. I need to use those up. Pure Essence for rune crafting. That's all from Zulrah, pretty much. There's the Lizardman Fangs I talked about earlier. All my Zulrah scales. And I already mentioned this. So yeah, that's all this stuff. And I'd also like to mention I have a few things stored in stash units. The most important stash units are like the Dragon Axe stash unit. I just happen to have it with me, but I could also store that away. The Slayer stash unit in Burthorpe, you can store a Slayer Helm, a Dragon Defender, and a Dragon Battle Axe there. That's where I have those currently. I have my whip stored away in Draenor. And lastly, I have my Arc Light stored in the stash unit in the Korund Catacombs. And that's about it for all the progress on my account, all the gear, stats, my house. I think that's the main things to go over here. So yeah, this is the intro video. This should cover mostly everything. And in preparation for my first real progress video to come soon, which will include wintertodt. And we'll see what else from there. But I'll definitely be getting 99 fire making in the next video. Hope it doesn't spoil much. There'll be other things though. And one of the main goals of this account is to get the Infernal Cape. It's a really nice cape to have, and there's not many UIMs that have it. There's only like, you have to have 2 kill count to be ranked. I think there's like 7 people ranked for it. So that's like 7 people that have 2 kill count or more. I could probably safely assume no more than 20 have 1 Infernal Cape. So that'd be quite an impressive feat, and I'm looking forward to doing that. But we'll have lots of stuff in the future, such as skilling to get potions, have to get an Armadillo crossbow or a T-bow. I'll want rigor, and a few other things. Oh, and by the way, I actually have an arcane scroll. I just don't have the prayer level to use it. I'll note that here. Collection log, bosses. Where's Chambers of Zarek? Oh, it's raids. There we go. Okay, yeah, I actually do have an arcane. I just don't have 77 prayer because I have like 73. Yeah, so that's about it. I hope to catch you guys in the next real progress video soon. I'm gonna have a lot of fun here. Get a lot of good PVM upgrades. Thanks for tuning in. See ya.